Hey guys, welcome to a rather fillerific episode, but God is it some good damn filler. By Treasure.
Oh, I half expected that to become the GameCube box.
Starting off with a hell of a gem on the Genesis. I think y'all know what this is.
I recognize the guy in the lower left, but no one else.
Well, the ones on the bottom are pretty much your main heroes, and, well, everyone else, they're just meat shields. As far as I'm concerned.
This is...
M. Bison? What the hell are you doing here?
M. Bison?
Why does he look so graceful?
Your
with that
journey
one
ends
pose?
here.
Because he's such an eccentric man, quite unlike the Bison we know in the Street Fighter games.
Where is he? That... Okay.
I don't mind the fact that we don't really give two shits about what's going on right now. I mean, the plot...
Yeah.
You don't play these games for the plot. You play them more so for, well, everything else. But I'll give him credit for trying to...
the Earth!
Under one person's power!
What's with those two guys? What's with those three little...
We're gonna die!
Yeah, those three little guys... No, those three little people in the lower left, they were just pushing over that dude in the middle over and over again. Like, stop pushing yourself, stop pushing yourself. Oh.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gunstar Heroes. One of the first games made by Treasure, and... Geez, what a hell of an impact this game made. But,
This is, to really put in perspective for Jordy, this is what some people cite. I like to cite Contra, but a lot of people cite this as being one of the first big, like, running gun games that, like, later games like Cuphead would, like, capitalize its gameplay on.
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny? We bring up Contra because technically, Treasure Video Games was comprised of many ex-Konami developers, and boy does it show. And you know, and Konami must have been pretty damn salty about that because I think sometime after this game came out, they tried to one-up them with Contra Hardcore for the Genesis. I mean, from what I can tell, that game's good in its own rights, but I think they overcompensated, and it's damn near unplayable as a result.
So, what do you play this on?
I played this game through the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive Classics Collection on Steam. I do believe this is also available on the Classics Collection for PS4 and Xbox, but I don't immediately remember, and I honestly don't care because if it wasn't going to be on Switch, I wouldn't have cared either way. So anyway, starting off Gunstar Heroes, you have a choice between going free shot or fixed shot. Free shot, you can basically like run and shoot at the same time. Fixed shot, you can only shoot while standing still, though it also lets you aim in 8 directions as opposed to 6.
Okay.
And the 4 little orbs there are basically the all sorts of gun powers that you have, ranging from a flamethrower to a enemy chaser, electricity, and just a normal fire shot.
So I guess there is some replayability to using all the different kinds of weapons and styles.
Oh yeah, and aside from that, you also have a choice of which for these levels you get to do first.
I also just realized back there, her brother's a bad guy?
Yep, he's a traitor.
Gosh dang it. So, with that said, this weird disco doctor.
That said, why don't we just start the damn level already?
What's with these little mini guys?
Yeah, what
Stop picking on them.
I don't know what's up with these little guys. I mean, maybe they're elves or some sort of mini-me's, but these bastards are practically ravaging their little village.
Oh, okay, so what's the gameplay here? Because this was a lot more than just running and shooting like I thought it was going to be.
Well, you run, you shoot, you can grab enemies when you're close to them, and you also have a slide maneuver, which also does a little bit of damage. Now, the cool thing about Gunstar Heroes is that you can actually get two weapons weapon types at a time, and even combine them in a sorts. Like, this is just a regular enemy chaser, what I'm showing off here.
Downright, I can now see definitely where this weapon was... If the spread shot was inspired by Contra, then the homing shot in Cuphead was definitely inspired by this, because it is also teeny green projectiles that home in on enemies.
Yep. Oh yeah, and another thing that that Treasure tried to push with Gunstar Hero was just how much they could play around with the sprite work.
Oh gosh!
Like, look at papayatry. He's like, ugh.
Help! This is uncomfortable. Oh God!
Oh man.
I
It was
could have done.
so harshly. I had to put it down.
And that weird thing that looks
What
like
the
two
hell?
meatballs.
Let's go double flyer.
So do these weapons have ammunition?
Oh no, you could use them for as long as you want.
Okay.
I mean, granted the trade-off there is that again, you only have the 4 weapon types, but at the same time, like with all the customization you can do, like there's all sorts of fun possibilities to wreck shit up.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I know I'm not doing, and I know some people will argue I'm not doing this game enough justice because I'm only playing by myself. But obviously, when you're playing with co-op, well, that's where the real meat of the game is.
Fair enough. Oh, nice, thank you.
Woo, needed that.
So did Gunstar Heroes have any sequels beyond this game?
The only sequel that I'm familiar with is one on the Game Boy Advance called Gunstar Superheroes, which was released in 2005, roughly around the same time as Sonic Rush. And I haven't played that one much, though, I mean, for what I have played, it's not bad. It's just that it does, given the fact that it was running on the Game Boy Advance, and, I mean, despite being a more powerful system, like, it also ran on a smaller native screen, and, well, because of that, you have to sacrifice some of the lovely visual fidelity you see here.
Bravo, man.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. I think Bravo Man would have been kind of funnier, but at the same time, it's like I think the only reason they're called Capcom already has a Bravo Man, so they probably didn't want to use it because copyright. Anyway, here's Bravo Man, a thing made out of a whole bunch of pseudo polygons.
I forgot that the Genesis could handle that.
Yeah.
In a matter of speaking, basically, Treasure did some rather interesting, as I like to put it, mind tricks when it comes to like how they portray their really fancy graphics. Like those aren't exactly they weren't exactly 3D models. They were like
They find good workarounds.
Exactly. Like I think it's some sort of sprite layering that they do to make it look 3D.
Nice.
Because obviously the Genesis not being as powerful as the Super Nintendo, they had to be really creative with that stuff.
Right. So I feel as though we've seen Treasure's work before. Like I feel like we've done it before. I think like
well,
that.
If there's one thing that we've done recently that was made by Treasure, you probably know it as Wario World.
Right. That was it. So
Wario World. I feel like we might have shown something else that Treasure might have made, but I could be wrong. There is one other Treasure game I do want to show off in the future called Sin and Punishment for the Nintendo 64. It's actually a really good rail shooter.
I may be messing it up, but I was thinking of that one island adventure game, Island Rush or Island Escape or something like that. Adventure Island.
Adventure Island. That was Hudson.
Hudson. Okay.
I mean, great. I would love to see how Treasure would have handled the Adventure Island license in this time period. So now comes the big boss of this level, the Pinky Rider. Written by Pinky and her goons.
Oh. Hey, not
There's
Pinky.
Pinky.
Oh, that's Pinky.
Mm-hmm. That's Pinky. And her two hench goons.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Admittedly, I think that this would have been a little easier if I was using a fixed shot, because you know, being able to aim and shoot is a little easier than having to like move around while shooting at the same time. I mean,
oh, jeez.
Put up with this kind of stuff, though.
Oh,
so
slide to survive. Slide to survive.
So, is Treasure still around making stuff?
Barely. I mean, from what Iki said in one of our slide parts, for those wondering what we're going to be showing off sooner or later, the last thing they've done was this 3DS game back in 2013 that's based on some sort of anime.
Huh.
Or multimedia franchise. But yay, we got one of the gems, and those goons go the way of Team Rocket.
Alright, so we can find those secret gems, but I feel as though we're not just showing off Gunstar today.
Oh, of course not. There's actually one other Treasure-made game that, I mean, I don't think too many people know about this one, but it's...
Oh, I remember this one.
Alien... Okay, let me put it to you this way. Alien Soldier. Pretty much the prototype to Cuphead. Like, straight up.
I would... Oh, yeah, down to the boss rush. I would say this is... I would say... God, I haven't seen this forever. I at the time, it reminded me of, like, almost a time... It's not a bullet hell, but, like, it is basically Gradius if... It's basically Gradius if Vic Viper it was much bigger and had legs.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
But honestly, when you're shooting off the rockets and everything, I was thinking of this game. Was like that's why I was asking about the ammunition because I was like, wait a minute, no, I was mixing it all up. So this is basically a much grittier, darker version of.
Technically, Cuphead pretty much borrowed most of its gameplay and ideas straight from this game.
Really?
I mean, so in a way, because, yeah, basically what we're going to be dealing with here in a bit is a straight-up boss rush mode.
Yeah, there's like
that's
30
that's the
or so
argument in a nutshell.
bosses
It's
in
like
the game.
It's an ongoing boss rush, and I mean, there's some smaller sections here and there to help spice up the monotony of having to fight bosses at every turn, but
that is the big highlight. That's like the big appeal.
yeah, that's the big appeal. You're pretty much going on a straight. Yeah, boring. Moving
Yeah,
on.
that's a lot of text for me to try and
that is
figure
a
out
lot
at
of
once.
text.
Dude, we didn't even go through like half of that story sequence. It's long.
Oh, jeez, just get with it. Just put on the manual like everybody else. Oh,
Now,
these are
do
your
you
two
want-
difficulty levels.
Super easy or super hard?
Super easy.
Let's go with super easy, just because I think on super hard, I think this game gets it's super hard. Make that for what you will.
Also, I'm going to also get ready for some creepy looking visuals as we play as Not Falco, and also because I don't think it shows in the game, I'm going to read to you the names of some of the bosses that James will be fighting.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, as we come across them, but yeah. So you have all these weapons you can use. The force will show the number of like your ammunition, the enemy health. It's a lot of numbers, but yeah.
Also, I
I mean-
like the fact that before you start the game off, you can actually practice with the character, because yeah, this control scheme is incredibly unorthodox. Like, it's going to take some getting used to.
It's tricky. Here we
And
go.
also, I don't remember if I show this off in the look at here, but like, this character here, I believe his name is Epsilon Eagle.
Right.
Cool name, by the way. Technically, he has two modes of play. Much like Gunstar Hero before him, he has free fire and fixed fire. Like basically, like within right now I'm on straight up fixed fire, where I can only shoot while standing. But I also have free fire, which I think in this game's case is actually much better, because whenever you're shooting in a direction, you lock onto that direction while being able to move around. So yeah, here's
Right.
the first boss.
So emergency! We are fighting Mechapede.
Mechapede.
Hello, Mechapede.
I kind of like the color scheme. Kinda.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oops, accidentally used that early.
Used your force fire, yeah.
But yeah, like, this game is, like, freaking nuts. And I think that's why a lot of people tend to call this one of the best action games on the
There
And
you
look
go.
at that!
Oh yeah, no, your charge is a lot, and I will say, great game. Honestly, my first introduction to this, James, if you ever want to see someone destroy this game, or at least get really freaking close to it, is Slowbee from Retsuprey.
Mm-hmm.
He did a live stream of this, and it's on YouTube, I believe, where he actually did a 1cc, I forget if it was a 1cc or he got, like, up to the final boss in 1cc, to be like, he got, like, super close to doing this without dying once.
Nice.
Or without having used to continue, I don't know. But it is hard, and there are some pretty tricky bosses. And these
yeah,
freaking
but
banana things
it's-
are stupid looking.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
Next
but
boss.
Lord, is it oh so satisfying to actually get past these bosses.
Hello, Android.
Android, yeah, this thing doesn't
It's
look creepy at all.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, no, the boss designs get really weird, but oh gosh, are they nice? And it's what makes it creepy is how smoothly animated he is.
Yeah, and like these fuckers pack a punch, but on that same token, so do you, because like again, you have so many abilities at your disposal. Like aside from being able to shoot all the 4 types of ammunition at once, the dash I keep showing, like the dash is going to be your biggest savior in all of this, just because you have invincibility frames while you use it.
Oh, and that's where Cuphead got that thing from. You think? Or perhaps, yeah.
Honestly, I would say this game is a little more bug nuts than Cuphead can be at times.
Which, by the way, while we're talking about this, in case we haven't already mentioned it in a video yet, is yes, we have heard about the DLC coming out, and we are excited for it.
Yeah, and we may or may not show it off once it comes out.
I, for one, am pretty excited for it. I love the new character, Miss.
Just saying, in the DLC, I'll pay whatever extra money I have to get ourselves some online co-op servers.
Yeah, seriously, let me in on that action.
I'm just saying, I will do that. And Android's dead.
I'm on fire!
In hindsight, he probably should not have been a freaking, I don't know. Okay.
And that's how you take out an ant with a goddamn robotic key.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Okay then.
You saw nothing.
Zoc, were you watching that whole time?
Yes.
But anyway, that's freaking. Anyway, let's just.
Oh
keep
yeah.
moving.
One other thing to keep in mind when using these weapons. Unlike Gunstar Hero, these things do have a bit of a how should I put this? after a while they do overheat, and they won't pack as much of a punch as before. Like, if I use this thing for long enough, then it's just I think it either like its power just straight up decreases, or you just can't straight up use it anymore. See, this game encourages you to use all 4 weapon types whenever you can.
Okay, so we're clearly never going to get to any of these bosses. These are like late games, but some of the weird bosses you fight in this game, like you fight a weird, creepy looking like silly face that almost looks like it belongs. Oh yeah, by the way, this boss has no name on the little guide I'm looking at, just shows question marks.
Aw, poor no name.
But yeah, some of the bosses are like a weird, creepy like clown face called Melon Bread. A wolf carry. Oh yeah, by the way, this is another boss who has one of my favorite silly names. He's called Shell Shogun.
Shell Shogun.
Fits, actually.
Oh,
Why do I get the feeling that would be a name that would belong in Ninja Turtles?
it really should.
It really should,
Another boss you fight is it looks like Wile E. Coyote in the Wild West with like guns. He has a gun arm like Barrett, and his name is Wolfgun Blood Garopa.
Wolfgun Blood Garopa.
They put some thought into these names. Yeah, there's like Backstringer, She Tiger. He's like a big mid boss. A Joker, a Frog, Madame Barber. I think James is gonna end it off after this because I think Shell Shogun's the final quote unquote boss of this stage.
I basically just go as far as until I die.
Okay, well, you're doing pretty good so far.
Or maybe I do. I don't remember. It's been a while since I recorded this footage.
That's fair. Ow,
Oh
ow,
no,
ow,
yeah,
ow.
oh yeah, no. Scrolling back a bit, yeah, I do show off this thing until I die, which shouldn't be too much longer. Actually, should also be said, this is one of those oh so lovable games that for us in America was only available on the fucking Sega channel.
Yeah, so sorry people who actually want to play this game legit, but now you got Steam, so
Yeah, exactly. This game's available on Steam. I think this is also available on the collection for PS4 and Xbox. So I would say give it a shot.
James, you gotta be serious now. Can't be doing that. Yeah, we need a.
And here I'm contemplating. Oh, that's right. I think I wanted to switch my weapons out. Never mind. For a moment, I was like, should I contemplate playing the game some more?
Oh, jeez.
I'm surprised I'm actually still surviving this damn thing.
How far have you gotten in this game?
I forget where, but I know it's on the top of a bullet train.
Here's my other favorite funny boss name in this game.
Oh, this thing.
His name is Sniper Honey Viper.
Sniper Honey Viper. That's That's a name more. That name sounds more beautiful than this fucking thing.
Yeah, but he's weird. Some of the stuff freaking almost comes like it's almost freaking.
This feels like something that belongs in Splatterhouse.
I was thinking of that, or
it belongs in Alice Madness Returns.
That too, which also I'm very good to work on that game later. Would you be interested in that, Jordy?
Yes.
American McGee's Alice. Both. I would do the first one before the sequel.
Which is fine. I understand, but no, yeah, I do like. I did get to watch some of the cutscenes for it, and it's very intriguing. And I do have a weakness for some creepy stuff.
Hey, stop that!
Oh jeez. Okay, yeah, this guy.
It sounds like these. I wish I. There I go.
Yeah, that's it. You got one life, and that's it.
Way to rub it in.
That's sad.
Oh no, and then you could use a continue. But yeah, no, this is like this is practically like from an arcade machine.
But thankfully on super easy mode, you have unlimited continues, and
Yep.
you have your password too. So that's cool. If you were on super hard mode, I think you'd only have limited continues.
Yeah.
And, well, they go down fast. So anyway, we're back here in my
This is the main menu. This is the cool little main menu, Jordy. How you select your games, like here in your own little bedroom.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So
Dynamite Heady.
So how about we show off our last game for the look at, Dynamite Heady. And for this one, I'm actually going to show off a mod because let's just say it enlightened me in something I think was gloriously missed in the English version of the game.
Wait, actually, back up. I didn't know you could apply mods like that in this game. Like, is it official or?
Basically, the Steam Workshop does allow for mods along, you know this one mod for Sonic 1 called Somari the Adventurer?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
The one with Mario in it?
No, but I'll look into that later.
Well, yeah, basically, they allow for stuff like that, and among other things. In fact, a lot of fan games you've probably seen on the Sonic Hacking Contest, A lot of them are on the Steam Workshop.
Okay.
So anyway, welcome to Dynamite Heady. Granted, this isn't nearly as bug nuts as the game we saw earlier, but, well, being a treasure game, it is up there.
So it looks like the whole premise... Fucking... No. So it looks like the whole... Sorry, it's Fukun or something. Anyway.
We're literally in hell!
So it looks like the premise is that this is being presented like a, puppet show?
Yeah. We're literally on a straight-up puppet show, and the world of puppets or toys or whatever is literally under attack by an evil thing they call the Dark Demon. A demon so powerful that even our hero, Dynamite Heady, is, well, captured by his evil henchman.
He's the Dark Demon, and yet he's a robot.
Dark Imperial World. Okay, they don't like that toy. In you go.
I don't think that was even the Dark Demon itself. I think that was just one of his lackeys, but yeah. They only allow certain individuals to come to live in the Demon King's evil Imperial world. Like
random damsel in distress.
Unfortunately, Heady is not one of them. Into the dust cargo it goes.
Oh.
That must be
off to the incinerator.
But of course, we're not going to stick around forever. We got to get out of here.
No! Our friend.
Oh no, they've escaped.
So...
Escape, hero!
Okay, so how does this... Oh gosh. Is this a runner?
Yeah. Well, the first level is pretty much an auto runner. I mean, you don't have to worry about putting too much input into it. It's just a lovable, well, playable cutscene where all your friends are being recaptured by the thing that captured us earlier. Because they gotta go back in the cargo and get burned up or whatever.
No!
Let go, my friend, you bully!
Can we actually kill that thing or no?
No, this is... Oh, actually... Yeah, no, you can't kill it. I mean, you can attack it for as much as you want, for as good as that does. But he will start going after you after he's collected everyone else. Now, what I'm wondering is why they don't just jump off the basket.
Yeah, you gotta run the other way. I don't know. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez.
Well, all for the sake of the play. And, yeah, look how nuts this game can get.
There is a lot going on suddenly.
Also, don't mind the visual aspect ratio of this. For the other videos, I was using the simple launcher. For here, I just used the native Classics Collection thing.
Which simulates a CRT.
Which is okay, I guess.
What? What's up
Oh dear!
Oh.
Ouch! And here's our villain. Or one of our villains for the game.
Fool, since this is the first time we've ever met, I thought I should make an awe-inspiring appearance. My name is Maruyama. The Emperor has the utmost confidence in me. I'm one of his top henchmen.
Of course you are.
Here, let's see if you take my super burning fireball ramming attack.
What?
So it should be said, the mod I use pretty much re-implements the Japanese dialogue into the game, which was mysteriously absent in all other versions of the game. Like, it all just played out as like one, well, there was basically no dialogue at all, which kind of made some aspects of the game all the more confusing. Like, who the fuck is this guy and why should I care?
Oh, so if you got to this guy, it would just launch right into the boss battle without any like context.
Exactly.
Huh.
Also, he looks a lot meaner in the Western versions of the game. Here, he looks happy to be here, despite the fact he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Which you would argue makes it even creepier and more menacing. The fact that he's able to. Oh, okay, he's dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. Even though it takes so much just to kill off a puppet. Oh, and of course, Dynamite Heady here, well, he uses his head to attack, which is curiously levitating above his body. Kind of like Rayman.
Ah. So, Jordy, seeing all this stuff going down, what do you think of it all?
I will say, this game intrigues me the most just because of how wacky and bizarre it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's, oh, and very colorful, too.
Oh yeah, so this level right here is basically your little tutorial if you want to get yourself accustomed to the game's controls. Me being a pro, however, I don't need any of this. Besides, we got a time schedule to upkeep.
Kind of
I just love how he's strutting.
Yeah, man, I ain't got no time to worry. Also, rather odd that they would decide to give you the that they would give you the tutorial now after you'd already just gone through the first stage and boss.
Yeah, I mean, granted, there's a little more to Hetty than just being, well, a head that extends his head to attack other enemies and pretty much everything else. There's also a couple other neat little things that you can do in this game, like you can acquire certain power-ups which can transform your head into all sorts of things.
Really? Oh, jeez.
Not to mention, there's the well, a lot of stuff in this game you pretty much gotta do by shooting your head at everything. So that you have to wear. Oh dear.
How do you tell what your health is?
See that spotlight? See that that spotlight on the top left of the screen? That's your health. Oh, and since we hit the bonus cube, we wear our Statue of Liberty hat and go into a bonus round.
The Statue of Liberty is a bonus game?
Yeah, pretty much. So let's play some b-ball. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you pretty much played this minigame up until you know what? I don't even remember how this game is supposed to end. Like, you gotta shoot the balls into the hoops, and you get bonuses that way.
Right. And after you get 5 items, then it looks like it'll stop, or if you hit a bomb, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
My gosh.
But yeah,
nice.
well, that was lucky of me. But yeah, trying to aiming the balls into the hoops is a little tricky.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, there you go. And what do we get for getting 5 items? A secret number.
What?
Secret number 3.
What?
I wonder what that's for. Well, if I know.
Do we know what that's for?
Yeah, what is it for?
I honestly don't have. I have no idea. For all I know, it could probably just be for a password. Oh, look at that! I got the vacuum head.
Let me look up secret number because I'm actually curious now. Dynamite Heady.
But
secret number.
But with the vacuum head, you can pretty much suck up anything, including jelly beans, which is pretty much your health in this game.
Alrighty. Oh, okay.
Oh, what's up?
So, after the end credits of the game, you are prompted to enter a 4-digit secret code onto the keypad that is presented. The valid code is different each time you play, and if you complete the basketball minigame 4 times, you get the secret code, and if you do that, you get a secret final scene.
Oh! Interesting.
I'm actually just going to honestly just look it up on YouTube real quick and see what that scene seems to depict.
Assuming you'll understand any bit of the context. But, yeah. So, I mean, okay, so the secret numbers unlock an alternate ending, but, otherwise, yeah, not too bad. So, this boss is kind of annoying. I mean, granted, it's kind of easy to break, but whenever it tries to suck you up, it's kind of like, in a way, it kind of reminds me of, Galaxy Man when he tries to suck you up with that's right, the sleeping cat. It's a distraction, but it also heals you. So, use that if you're feeling a little low. I don't need that. And if in case you want to exit out of the form you're using, you can press the C button. There we go. This is what I wanted. The spike head.
Okay, so would you like to see what happens? Or would you like to hear about what happens?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to try and describe this as best as I can. So if you input in that code or whatever, then you find yourself at the director, you know, the guy who's like behind the scenes, like wanting to run this whole show. Because it's revealed that all of this was just a big like theatrical production to him, and so then he says like, oh yeah, that scene was really good, but you know, I feel like we're missing something. I feel like we could do something with a little more pizzazz. So first off, this already kind of reveals that all of it was his plan from the beginning, because he wanted to try and add a bit more. He wanted to add more drama and suspense to these boring puppet shows, according to him. So he then says, you know what? I think I have a better idea. How about we blow up the entire puppet world? Of course, Hetty does not like that, and thus you actually enter into a secret final boss.
With the director himself.
Wow. And his 2 goons who look like the Blues Brothers. And you beat him up, and that's literally it. Then it just cuts to Dynamite Hetty pulling down at the end, so it's just one of those things where you're just supposed to feel good about yourself, like, yes, now we really have saved the day.
Surprise! You probably thought that you beat me last time.
What?
I mean, I was a little bit unprepared back then, granted. But this time will be different.
You have no body.
I don't know whose concert hall this is, but it will be a graveyard. Let's go!
Oh, so it
also,
is
I
thought those are violins. I couldn't tell at first.
Ow!
Who dares to trespass in my
Oh, Mario
hall?
almost flattened on him.
Hey, you're that strap puppet who escaped. What in the world could that good-for-nothing bounty hunter be doing? Oh, he means the cat. Well, it doesn't matter. I will capture you and claim the reward from the Emperor myself.
The Emperor being the director.
Wanted men. Go figure. So yeah, here's our boss, and...
This does not fit at all. It sounds more like a trumpet than a violin.
Well, that's the Genesis sound card for you. I mean, it was great. It was great great for certain aspects.
Our head.
I mean, oops.
Ow.
I blew up my own head. So let's redo that.
Also, this is the Party Kid waltz from the Nutcracker.
Yeah, like this game gets really full on with the theatrics, and I mean, well, a lot of the set pieces in this game can get pretty zany, a little outside of your comfort zone.
I mean, I'll definitely give him credit that this. Oh, these were small. I'll definitely give him credit.
Small.
There.
Oh, I really could have used this while he was still down.
Aw.
Fuckheads.
But was it? I mean, Treasure definitely knows how to make their games visually stunning with the engines that they have to work
Back
with.
then. I mean, for a while, they did try whatever they could to push the limitations of the systems they were working on, like the Genesis, the PlayStation,
Blast
to some
Core.
extent the N64, and, well, yeah, there he goes.
I was saying Blast Processing.
Hey, thank you, Blast Processing.
I don't even know if this game uses it, but I...
Another try.
Oh! Thank you.
Oh, I got an extra continue. Thank you very much. This game has a very interesting way of telling you when you've unlocked a neat little something. Like, well, we got an extra continue there. Sometimes you can get what they call a secret bonus point, which, well, they're just there for bragging rights as far as I'm concerned. And that's your score.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, we detach our head, and we shall take our reward in this weird wind-up key.
And it's...
Or not.
What the...
What?
Hello.
Thank you.
You know, her head reminds me of the Electoons from Rayman.
A little bit, yeah, definitely.
Oh.
And Dynamite Head, he's feeling... Okay. Also, I'm assuming this is the only game in this series.
Unfortunately so, yes.
Also, I just noticed there, for a second there, when she was on screen, I noticed a second spotlight on the right. Did this game have co-op?
No, I think that second spotlight was for the boss.
Ah, okay. Nuts.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our little treasure showcase for the 3 games that they released on the Sega Genesis. I mean, if you like what you saw, they're readily available on Steam, and I think they're also available on the PS4 and Xbox One Sega Mega Drive / Genesis compilation collection, whatever it's called. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. On that note, I'm JamesmanXtreme.
Lucky Jack 20.
Jordan the Cat 11.
And I feel satisfied knowing that having left this thing on the back burner for about 3 months, it was nice to finally get around to it. Until next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.